Hello, my name is Michael Evans, and this is Cards and Board. So we are back from our hiatus, and I'm going to do an unboxing for you. I just got this in the mail. Reanimator. Game based off a comic series, based off a movie, based off the writing of H.P. Lovecraft. Now, this is from Dynamite Comics and Linvander Studios. Linvander Studios is a game designing company. Dynamite makes comics. This is an example of a comic company that can go into board games successfully and actually make a product, unlike Space Goat, who I backed their, and I'm going to bitch about Kickstarter for a little bit. I backed their Evil Dead 2 board game. It funded well over what they wanted. Then they did the Terminator 2 one. I seen there were problems in Evil Dead 2 one, but I ignored it because I'm on Evil Dead 2. I'm a Bruce Campbell fanboy. So, and I love the Evil Dead series. So, unfortunately, I ignored all that and backed it. Then they did the Terminator 2 without making any real progress in the Evil Dead. So, I initially backed it and I backed out because I'm like, I don't know, these guys have given me a really bad vibe. Then they did the Evil Dead 2 Omnibus, the comic book Kickstarter, and I figured, I almost backed it because I figured they're a comic company. They have to at least be able to do comics, right? Apparently none of them are going through. So many lies, so many scams, Space Goat. Never backed their Kickstarters. I don't think, honestly, I'm thinking they're going to go bankrupt soon anyways. But now on to an actual successful comic book company that's going into board games successfully. Actually, doing what they're promising. I kickstarted this. It was supposed to be here in February. I got it June 1st. But Kickstarter standards, that's pretty on time. Unlike the Evil Dead 2 board game, which I backed in 2016, it was spring of 2016, summer of 2016. It was supposed to get to me by, well, originally on the campaign page it said November of 2016. Even during the campaign it said, oh, well, we made a mistake. It's going to be later than that, without actually giving a real date. Which, honestly, okay, my fault. I should have said, oh, wait, no. That's a bad sign, but I figured it's an established company. They may not have done board games before, but this is an established company. Gotta be able to do it. But anyways, on to this one. Sorry. Also, Linvander Studios was hired by Space Goat to make the Terminator 2 board game. Space Goat screwed them over in that. And now, unfortunately, they got out of a bad reputation from that. So, which is a shame because they had nothing to do with Space Goat. They were just they were people hired by them that had no idea what's going on. Basically, and apparently in their vlogs, they're the first one that gave any indication that Space Goat was floundering. Anyways, onto this unboxing. So yes, I backed this because I'm also a huge H.P. Lovecraft fan, and Herbert West is one of the more interesting stories. One of the ones that actually managed to adapt into a movie adaptation very well, depending on the person watching, I suppose. But as well as a H.P. Lovecraft film can be transferred to film, it did an amazing job. They did an amazing job in it, in my opinion. I love the Reanimator movie, and I believe the comics are based off they're based off of the movies, which were based off H.P. Lovecraft writing. So they said, let's go make a board game of it. So, and this is a co-op game. So, which means I'm gonna actually get to play some because my wife really like. She's not a huge fan of Lovecraft. She'll play Cthulhu games because I love them. She's not a huge fan of them, but she loves co-op games. She finds she does best when she's working as a team. I find I do best when I'm listening to her. So co-op games we usually do really well at. So I'm hoping this will get to the table soon. Got the rule book, which looks like this looks really nice. It's a nice looking rule book. It's got enough images. Looking at a glance, you can pretty much tell what's going on. Now, the board isn't so much a board, but you punch out the buildings, and you actually build the buildings. You have a 3D town built up, and you're moving your characters around, trying to do stuff. Now, it's worker placement, and my wife doesn't much care for worker placements, but where it's co-op, I'm hoping that will change her mind some, and some things punched out. That's fine. Now, in the back of the book, in the back of the rule book, it tells you how to put them together. Pretty simple, self-explanatory, but it's still nice. It's really nice to have. There's one standee, which I think is for Herbert West. You're supposed to be playing his assistants. I don't know if you get your own token, or I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched videos on how to play this. I wasn't, honestly, when they said they were shipping, I got a notification that they notified us through the Kickstarter that they were shipping it. And I got a email saying a few days ago saying that Mom's going to be shipped out. So I assumed it's going to hit the border. It was going to be at least a week or two. That was like 2 days ago I got the email, and it's shipped to me right away. So, like I said, I wasn't expecting to get this soon, which is why I'm not prepared, because I'm really looking forward to playing this game. I just don't remember the rules because it's been a while since I watched a playthrough, and I wanted to watch it closer to when it came, closer to when it arrived, because basically I wanted the rules great in my mind. But you get the so you got Herbert West, workbench, use cadavers. So basically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to collect fresh cadavers for Herbert West's experience to bring them back to life. Amongst other resources. So when you use up used up cadavers go here. If it doesn't work, sometimes they'll become zombies, and you'll have to try to either take care of them or get away from them. Then you have the act cards, which you'll draw them, and it will tell you what happens, and like say, it gives you a choice what you can do. So you're going around trying to collect resources, trying to manage resources, trying to get away from the watch, which is found out there are grave robbers and body robbers around working. So you're trying to keep away from them before they find you. And so this tells you like little things that happen, like find one randomly. They walked with a jerky thread. For some reason, I was struck with an unassailable certainty that we knew them, that they had been watching us. Still, they walked on, leaving us be. You lose one sanity. Or, so that's if you try your... Oh yes, this you got the rolls. If you make them or not. Or, if you use science, if you use investigation. Or, I ran after them, pursuing them. Despite their conspicuous appearance, I lost them in the crowd. Checking my belongings, I found that I had lost some of my shopping as well. Lose one ingredient. So, like I say, so they'll have two things. Like I say, you can choose one or the other, and then make the roll. okay, you got the 4 reference sheets. Like I say, I remember watching. They have a great playthrough video of it. Lynn Vander's Studios put out a great playthrough of it, so it's easy enough to. The rules are easy enough to learn. To take a quick read through the rules, maybe watch the video a couple times, once again, and Act 2. So there's 3 acts. So you're trying so a series of 3 acts. You're trying to help Herbert West with his experiments. Before the town is overrun by the undead. The game is easy enough to learn. I just, I really wish I had watched it again, that video again, recently, because they do an excellent job of teaching the game in their video, and I'll probably put a link to that video in the description as well. This will be coming out to retail soon. I don't know when, but where it's not going to be a big lapse between when they. There's not going to be a big lapse between us Kickstarter backers getting it and it going to retail. And they're doing a really good job of getting to us. Like I said, after I got the notification, it took a couple days. And like I say, that's for everyone. They let everyone know that they're starting shipping now. And then a couple days later, I got it. So, I'm really impressed with their speed. Once they got going. Now I also added on. There was 2 add-ons I could get. Now I thought I was going to get a boxes for the add-ons, but apparently not. Not really necessary because I'm going to put them straight in here anyways. But when they go to retail, they'll have boxes because it showed a picture of the boxes in the Kickstarter for them, which I'm assuming is going to be the retail box, and you know what, that's fine. I don't mind, considering how quickly they came. And like I say, they told us everything is going to be in the box. Now, I expected this box to be smaller for some reason, so I'm really happy about that. So, like I say, I don't mind the fact that I don't have boxes for the add-ons, for the expansions. And I'm sure they're not going to package it like this when they sell it in retail. They'll have the boxes. But still, this is all we really need, I think. I was expecting like a little small box like this, like maybe a quarter of this size. And that's probably what you'll get. Maybe half the size, maybe. We got the rules for adding it in. So this one is the King in Yellow, which adds the theater. The Opera House, I'm sorry. And adds cards for each act. So they're broken up into 1, 2, and 3. They're color coded, so like I say, different colors are different ease. So you can, when you look right at it, you can tell, okay, this is going to be more difficult, or this is going to be an easier one. So that is the King in Yellow expansion. And this one is supposed to have a crocodile. This is Modern Times. It's supposed to have Sewer Crocodile. Once I can find it. Oh, here's the opening. Oops. So it has, can't remember what building that is. Oh, Plantation House. And I think that's the crocodile right there. Doesn't look like a crocodile. Either way, I remember something about a crocodile on the page. The King in Yellow was the expansion I was really looking forward to. This one I sort of just glanced through, and I was like, well, I kind of want everything. So, oh, this has even more rules in it. So, the new buildings and the new tile. And I'm guessing this has all has cards for each act as well. So it gets a lot more cards. Oh good, they are watermarked. So you can take them out easier. This one has a little, I'm not sure what symbol that is. I'm not even sure if you'll be able to see it. It's right here. It might be easier to see it there. And again, in the corner here, it has a syringe. Might be easier to see it here. But that is Reanimator the Board Game. I am really excited to try this one out. I'm really looking forward to this. This should be a lot of fun. Of course, I'll pretty much buy anything Cthulhu. I am that guy. I am the reason there's so much Cthulhu out there, and I am not sorry.
Now, this is what the buildings look like when they're all put together. For the base game, at least. So the roofs come off like this, pretty easy. You flip them over, they have normal, and then when they're overrun by zombies, they just sort of fall apart like that. They slide together. See if I can. So, well, I'm not going to be able to do that one-handed, I don't think, but basically they just slide into the slots, pretty easy. The only one that's really difficult is the Miskatonic University, which I think it looks like it's a bit off for some reason. A bit angled. But still, I don't know if that's my copy or what. And that's the most complicated one to make, so. Still, like I say, there's supposed to be room in the main box over here for putting most of the buildings in already put together, stayed together. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do, except for Miskatonic University, which is too big. Other than that, I think what I'm going to do is just individually baggy them and take them apart, put them together each time because it's not that difficult. Even the Historical Society with the stairs, it just slides in. And the church was just a little bit on, with a graveyard on the side. Although there was something else I got that I forgot that was packaged separately and I misplaced it when I was doing the video, was the Necronomicon Kickstarter exclusive card. It's the only Kickstarter exclusive card that I got, I believe. The subplot one from Act 3.
I believe that's all I really have to say. If you like what you've seen, please comment. Like and subscribe too, but comment. Let people know about us if you think they'll enjoy us. I think that's it for now. So thank you for watching. Have a good evening.